Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to study history. Today we are going to study education of the later Vedic period. Okay. So all of you please open page number 88. Okay. So students, the Aryans followed Gurukul system of education. Okay, the Aryans followed the Gurukul system of education. We all know the meaning of Gurukul. Gurukul means the system of education where students stayed at home, okay, of the teacher for getting the education. Clear? Next, a student or brahmachari live in household of the Guru in the ashrama and serve him by doing various household tasks. Okay. So teachers or the gurus, they are not taking any fees for the education, but in return the students have to do their household works. Okay. Next, Guru Shishya or teacher people relationship was considered very sacred. Okay. So the relationship was very pure. Okay. At that time, if Guru said that in the night that this is day, then the student, or you can say Shishya, accept the night as the day. Okay, so this was the purity of the relationship. Now, education was free and open to the three higher castes, but not to the Shudras. Okay, the rich peoples offered Guru Dakshina or fees after graduation. Okay. So the students who were belonging from the rich family, after completing their graduation, they used to pay the fee, or you can say Guru Dakshina. Okay. Now, three most important centers of learning was Taxila, Kashi and Ujjain. Okay. Taxila, Kashi and Ujjain were some of the important centers of the learning. Clear? I hope till here it is clear. Now, let's see the division. First of all, the lifespan in Vedic India was divided into 4 parts. Okay? First of all, means each of 25 years. Clear? Each of 25 years. And they were called the ashramas. Clear? Means lifespan was divided into main 4 parts. And they have to perform their duties or they have to do the assigned things in that time period. Okay. So first one was the Brahmacharya Ashrama. Okay. So in this phase, the first was the 25 years of an individual's life. It was the first 25 years of the individual's life. Now, according to the Vedic society, what they have to do? They have to practice the Brahmacharya. The students needed to go and live with this teacher in the ashrama. Okay, and follow the rules of the Brahmachari. In a way, thoroughly prepared the young minds for the world. This involved the Gurukul system. Clear? Now let's see the second. The second is the Girastha Ashrama. Okay. So here this is the next 25 years of the life. Okay, when an individual's life and maternity, or you can say here in this lifespan, that individual have to marry and start the life for the household. Okay, that's why it is called Grihastha Ashrama. Okay, now next was the Vanprastha Ashrama. Okay, Vanprastha Ashrama in which meditation, the particular again 25 years, that again the next 25 years of time span of the individual's life, and here meditation and living the life of hermit in forest. Okay, here the particular have to leave all the Grihastha ashram, family and children, everything, wife, everything, and has to go to forest and do the meditation. Okay, in the forest. Next is the Sannyasa Ashrama. Okay, and this is the last part of the life. This stage marks the last years. Okay, this is the last years of an individual's life, and giving up all the earthly pleasure. No means no relatives, no everything he has to give up. Okay, so this was the 4 important lifespan of the Vedic period. Clear? Now on page number 89. On page number 89, all of you please open. You can see pictures of Brahmacharya, Grihastha Ashrama and Vanprastha and Sannyasa. Okay, here you can see different in a Brahmacharya taking education, in Grihastha getting married, in Vanprastha working, doing meditation in the forest, and then Sannyasa giving up all the pleasures of the life. Okay, now let's see the last topic, that is impact of Aryan culture. So what was the impact of the Aryan culture on Indian culture today? Okay, so Hinduism in the form that is practiced in today is the most followed religion in India. We all know this. It is based on the philosophy of the Vedas and the Upanishads. Okay, and all the culture what Hindus are following today is the root of the later Vedic period. Okay, all the cultures, all the prayers, all the forms of the prayers and gods, goddesses, what they are praying is the root, is the later Vedic period. Clear? The Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, the gods who were worshipped during the later Vedic period, became an integral part of the Hinduism. Clear? More importantly, the Vedic culture and Sanskrit language. Okay, Vedic culture and Sanskrit language united the people. Clear? With common culture ties giving them a sense of identity. Clear, all of you? So this was the beginning of the big culture which is still followed today. I hope this chapter, this topic, education of the later Vedic period is clear, and with this we have ended our chapter 7. If you feel any problem, see students, go each and every line of the chapter. Okay, and if you feel any problem, ask in the live class.